I think that's a bit of a romance between the mountain and myself. After all, it's been more than 15 years since I first heard of this mountain back in my high school when I was exposed to mountain climbing. And to be honest, back then I already knew somehow that I'm definitely going to climb this mountain one day. I just have to do it. It's the challenge making me so attracted to this mountain. Many people who have climbed it would say that it's the toughest mountain. I've seen pictures online, of expeditions, and it gives me a pretty good perspective of what to expect. It's in Taman Negara, arguably one of the world's oldest rainforests. It's even older than the Amazon rainforest. I mean, this is quite crazy. Something so close to us, yet it's with so much history and culture, and it's I knew that if I'm gonna ever climb this mountain, it has to be with the right people, and finally found the opportunity to climb this mountain with the right people. I mean, these boys, I've been very good friends with them. I think they share the same desire and the same passion, the same interests. We all appreciate the great outdoors and nature. So for me, this is a perfect opportunity. So one day I was just hanging around with them, and I proposed this idea. To my pleasant surprise, they agreed. I mean, one of them has already climbed this mountain before. The other two, I'm not sure if they are fully aware of what they're signing up for, but I think they did it for the brotherhood, It's like the buddies getting together. And what's more important is, this is an expedition that I think they knew it's going to be really tough. So once they agreed, it was game on. Our plan was to actually start training at least 2 to 3 months before the expedition, but we only started, believe it or not, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks before the expedition, and to be honest, I was pretty worried. I mean, we're talking about a pretty huge challenge here, a really tough mountain. Well, we just did a lot of circuits within the nature reserve, and those were steep climbs. We just had 2 weeks, so we had to grind it out. We had to make sure that we try our best. When the time comes, we all had to go. So I was a little worried. I'll be lying if I say I'm not worried at all. About our fitness, about how prepared we are mentally, physically. But at the same time, you know, everybody's just excited about the expedition. I mean, we couldn't wait. We would meet up and we would discuss about our food preparation, what else to bring, you know, what are the essential equipment and gears. And then we had to plan to carry as little load as possible, because this is an expedition by which we are literally depending on ourselves. I mean, we have the guide to guide us, but you know, we basically have to carry everything ourselves. So our backpacks were easily more than 20 kilos. When we were training, we were carrying about 15 to 17, 18 kilos maximum. So yeah, I mean, I was really worried. So the day came, we wanted to do it like a backpacker style. So what we did was we booked tickets for the train ride. It's essentially about 8 to 9 hours from Johor. We took the train to Jerantut, which is a small town in Pahang. Arrived at Jerantut, and that was 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and everything is just closed. No cafes, no eateries, nothing, and we were a little hungry. So we found 7-Eleven, got ourselves some food, some beverage, and we had to basically just bum out for 3 to 4 hours before the first bus ride, which will take us to Gunung Tahan. So when we got there, we met the guide, and to be honest, when I saw him the first time, I knew kind of instantly that he would click with our group. After we were being introduced, we had an awesome breakfast, and then we went to the starting point where we had all our equipment checked and accounted for, because you know, it's a nature reserve and they have to account for everything you bring in. You're not supposed to litter, you're not supposed to throw anything. Basically, we did all the paperwork required. You gotta pay camera taxes and permits and stuff. So we settled that, and then boom, off we go.
Okay, basically, this climb is, I would say, like a love-hate relationship. The journey up to Gunung Tahan, it's certain areas I really hate, like river crossing and walking at the edge of the river. That's kind of like a pretty tough route for me. But the journey up to Gunung Tahan was a good experience. Different sets of elements that you have to go through: river crossing, climbing rocks, and climbing trees, because there's a lot of fallen trees. I never thought that I'll go for this kind of trip, and for me it's tiring, but with the help of Mervin, Shadik, and Houston, we managed to push through this journey and managed to reach to the summit. And kudos for the boys, as in, without you guys, I think I wouldn't go for this trip, because it never came across my mind that I'll climb to Gunung Tahan, and I would say this is the greatest achievement in my life. And thanks to the cameraman behind. Okay, he's the one who actually proposed this idea. Not because of him, I think I wouldn't step to the Gunung Tahan summit. And cheers, Mervin.
I feel good, of course. It was a difficult journey for me because I don't think I have enough training, first of all. So it was a difficult climb, that's for sure. And I did not anticipate the toughness of this Tahan. So, but I did it. So it was a very, very good experience. And I felt great when I reached the summit. But it was a team effort lah. Of course, I feel depressed because first of all, I do not want to delay the team progress in climbing the Tahan. So I don't want to be a sort of burden. So of course, felt very depressed, demoralized, but managed to push through. Great, I can do another time. It's okay. It's adapting to the mountain. Good experience.
To be honest, I never thought I would come back there again. It was freaking tough. It was tough the first time, but I kind of forgot all about that. But yeah, it's really tough. But quite happy that we managed to summit, and thanks to all of you for pushing me from behind all the way to reach the top. Yeah, so quite appreciative of that, and it's a really good experience. Yeah, it's really gruelling, I must say. To be quite honest, it feels okay. It was quite painful during the hike, but I was actually I thought that this right knee will bust, but so far it's been doing quite okay. So I hope that hopefully it stays like that throughout. Yeah. Thanks to my wife for allowing me to go for this trip. Yeah, if not, I wouldn't be here. And thanks to Mervin also for initiating this idea. We are happy to help him strike this off his bucket list. It's a great experience.
To be honest, this has always been something that I've wanted to do. I've heard of Gunung Tahan for a long time, and I've always wanted to climb it. I'm glad I found this group of boys, Wilson, Kyrie, Shadik, and when I proposed this idea, they were game enough, and I was really excited. I couldn't wait to do this trip. And Tahan was what they say, grueling, tough. It's a test of both physical, your mental strength. For sure, you need a lot of determination, skill, and just the spirit to do it, man. So I'm so proud of boys. I'm pretty sure it's very, very tough for them, and I couldn't be prouder. We planned for like a 6-day, 5 nights expedition. I think we're pushing for 5 days, 4 nights. This is the 4th day, so tomorrow we'll push all the way down from Botak to Merapu. So Kuala Tahan to Merapu, 6 day, 5 nights original plan. And then we're going to try to push for 5 day, 4 nights, and hopefully we can make it. So the guide says that's
quite a crazy idea, and pretty sure he said like, no, he hasn't guided anybody like that. So let's hope to be the first group. And once again, I appreciate the boys, the guide's expertise and his experience. It depends. I think I'm keeping it open for sure. Yeah, and it has to be with the right companions, and I think that's really important. I think going with the right group of people, it's just crucial.